Welcome to Woodwind Golf Club. My name is Doc O'Neill, and today we are with Meet Our Team, and today we are going to focus in on Brad Fellers, one of our teaching professionals at our academy. And Brad, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I'd like to, if you would, Brad, kind of give our viewers a little sense of who you are, give us a little bit of your past, and then we'll kind of take it from there.
All right. I'm an Indiana native. Grew up playing high school golf here in Indiana. Went to New Mexico State through the PGM program, which is sponsored by the PGA of America to be a golf pro. Turned professional and got Class A status in 1997.
Okay.
So I've been a Class A PGA member for 16 years now.
Terrific.
And been teaching exclusively for the last 8 years. That's been my main job in the golf business, if you will, is to teach and to fit. So.
Now, I know that you've also had a nice amount of success playing the game of golf. Give us a little bit of some of your victories over the years, and I know you're a humble guy, but tell us about some of your accomplishments.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to win several events here in Indiana. I've won 11 section titles, a couple section championships, been able to play at 4 national PGA events, combination of the what used to be the Club Pro Championship, and also a couple national assistants.
Do you feel that plays into the success you've achieved in being able to teach the game?
Yeah, I think it's really important for most people to understand that there's more than one way to play good golf. You know, when you get to those national events, everybody there can play. And if you stand on the range and watch them, everybody looks different.
Sure.
So they all have a different way to play. They can all get it in the hole. So I really try to take that approach in my teaching.
Tell us a little bit, if you would, Brad, about a typical day here at Woodwind, the Academy at Woodwind Golf Club. Typical day, and maybe some of the technology that you use.
Sure. We're lucky enough to have several pieces of technology that are pretty much regarded as tops in the industry, with Sam Putt Lab, TrackMan. TrackMan's used to fit golf clubs as well as to teach the golf swing a little bit. We use some high-speed video. We use multiple cameras at a time, so we get a couple angles on a shot.
Okay.
Putt Lab's going to basically do an MRI of your putting stroke. So a lot of detail there. In fact, some of the stuff we probably can offer more detail than some people want. So I think a big piece of what we do is to try to dial the technology to the level of the student. Okay. Some people are really analytical, some people are more, hey, just tell me what to do and we'll go from there. A typical day for me is going to consist of anywhere from 8 to 10 appointments, 45 minutes to hour sessions.
Okay.
They're going to range from putting to club fitting to taking a player on the golf course to talking about a tournament schedule for a high school player.
Okay. So you will work with a lot of really non-skilled and skilled players?
Yeah, I think the range of our students here at Woodwind is really pretty good. We go from brand new players, whether they be young players, kids 5, 6, 7 years old, beginning adult players, all the way up to some mini tour players.
What about, I was talking to your partner, John Hoover, recently, and we were talking about the importance of really all facets of the game. I know that you've been, although I don't really want to categorize you as this, but people look at you maybe as a go-to guy for short game, and that's really always been my focus, is short game. Do you play that as an important role in your teaching, Brad?
Yeah, I actually, for my high school and college players, I have a formula for how to shoot par. Okay. And I think a lot of players think they have to hit it so perfect and never make a mistake and make every putt. And when we really sit down and go through what they're trying to do in a given round, what are they trying to achieve, a number of greens in regulation and a number of up and downs, what it really comes down to all those players is that you don't have to hit it very well to shoot even par.
True.
You've got to be able to score the golf ball. And I always emphasize to all of my guys and young ladies that they have to have a good game inside 100 yards.
No question about it. In fact, I think it's one of the parts of the business that when you watch TV on Sunday afternoons, those guys are so good, and as a spectator, you kind of have grown to expect it. But when you're out watching the high school kids, those wedges are 30 and 40 feet away instead of 5 and 8 feet away. So I think it's critical.
Yeah, and in fact, I have a pretty good teaching moment from real tournament golf. This last year, I ended up being the low professional at the Monticello Open, shot 69. I hit 6 greens that day.
Did you really?
And it was my first day back after having some injury issues. I hit 6 greens, made 3 birdies, and I got it up and down 12 out of 12
Wow.
when I missed greens. So that's, it just goes to show you that there's no way that I was even close to the top half of the field in ball striking that day, but yet I ended up with a low score.
That's critical. That's great. Talk a little bit, if you would, Brad, about preparation, and not just the winter time, but although winter time is a good time to really work on some things, but throughout the year, preparing for success, so to speak. I mean, what do you do with a lot of your students?
You know, my students that are trying to prepare for college golf, or even men and women that are playing in their club championships or playing in club events, we spend a lot of time organizing their practice, if you will.
Sure.
I create a unique practice plan for every individual based on the amount of time they're going to put into practice, so they're making sure they hit all pieces of their game. I think that's crucial, so they're not out there and they're not getting great with this club, but their wedge game's terrible. So we really balance their practice time. The second thing that we'll do is I'll go through a golf course. We'll use Google Earth. We'll zoom in on the golf course, and I'll go through with students that haven't played the golf course, where they want to hit it, what the plan of attack here is, where to miss it on this golf course. You know, growing up in Indiana, lucky enough to play most of the golf courses they're going to be playing. So have a little history on some of the golf courses to give them a heads up going in so they're not playing blind.
Well, I know that you've been with us now for a couple of years, and you started off with no clients 2 years ago, or no golfing customers 2 years ago, and have built your business substantially. Approximately how many hours a year do you teach, just out of curiosity?
Last year I was just under 1,800 sessions. So, and a session's going to basically be broken into hour segments. So whether it's putting, club fitting, short game, full swing, playing on the golf course with the students, whatever the case might be, caddying for a couple kids in some events.
I bet
So
that's fun.
well, not as much fun as taking a cart, but you know, it's good for the kids.
Well, fantastic. I appreciate all that you've done for the Academy at Woodwind Golf Club, and I know that you've been recognized as one of the tops in your business, and we really enjoy having you, and thanks for all that you do for Woodwind.
Thanks for having us, Doc.
Fantastic.